One of the most powerful quotes I live by is, "You will be the same person in 5 years as you are today, except for the people you meet and the books you read." It's from this guy called Charlie Tremendous Jones. Yes, Charlie Tremendous Jones. And it has shaped the way I see my life and career for so many years. You see this book on the screen right now, Building a World-Class Career, How to Break Through and Land Higher Paying Jobs, is deeply rooted in that idea. Before I get into what it's about, let me tell you a little about how this philosophy transformed not just my life, but the lives of every single person I've ever had the privilege of mentoring or teaching. I'm Tolu Michael, tech entrepreneur, cybersecurity expert, and career coach at Excel My Cyber. This is probably not the video you are expecting, but I can assure you it's the video you will be glad you watched today. Why am I so confident about this? Because over 2,000 people in the past few months have discovered exactly what I'm about to share with you in this video, and their lives and careers are moving in the direction they didn't think possible in a short time. I will get to the details on that in a bit, but let's start with a scenario you might be familiar with. Can you think back to when you were fresh out of school, excited to take on the world, you landed your first job? Of course, it's not your dream job. Not many of us are lucky enough to strike gold on the first try, but it's a start, right? And you think to yourself, well, I can work hard, expecting your effort to speak for itself eventually. But time passes and nothing changes. The promotions you thought would come don't. The raises are small and almost unnoticeable. You see that scenario? That was me years ago. I was just like many of you watching this right now, full of ambition but missing the tools and the environment to turn that ambition into action. And it's just funny how we all come out of school with high hopes for the future. Nobody ever believes that they will be the one hardly earning enough to cover rent. Nobody. I was so dissatisfied with how my life was going and eventually told myself, you know what, I have to relocate. Life didn't suddenly become better when I arrived in America. No, in fact, some of you already know what it was like. I left the small league and joined the major leagues of rat race. I did get a break eventually, but not until I learned that there is a place for people in our success story, but the major part of what determines how our lives and careers turn out depends on how we show our value and leverage opportunities. Understanding this did not change my life. Over the years, I've seen it play out in the lives of people I have mentored until I could fine-tune it into strategies that work across any industries, any field, and for anyone willing to apply them. So here's my promise to you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share some of the biggest insights from my journey, ideas that inspired this book, and I've already changed the lives of countless professionals. But I have to say this, I'm not going to tell you what's inside the book. I'm going to show you the stories behind it and why these principles mattered so much. Now let's talk about that feeling of dissatisfaction. Maybe you are in a job that pays the bill but doesn't excite you. Maybe you came to America like me and nothing seems to be working out for you. Or it could be that you are afraid to make a change because you're not sure where to start. It's a really frustrating place to be, feeling like you're giving everything but not moving forward. And if we're being honest, it's easy to blame external factors, your boss, the economy, or even the fact that you're an immigrant. But here's the truth. Most people who eventually become successful, at one point in their lives, they had to decide enough was enough and really search to discover what they've been doing wrong all along. I have seen this happen again and again. A student signs up for my program and I ask what they would like to achieve by the end of the program. 8 times out of 10, you know what their first answer is? I want a 6-figure job, preferably remote, and has visa sponsorship. And I'm like, okay, but can you do your part? If I start this journey with you, can I count on you to show up even when it is not convenient? When you're tired from working multiple jobs and when you are not seeing the result you want immediately? And they always say yes. But it is two different things to want something badly and being able to put in the effort required to get it. It has been over a decade of meeting with countless people trying to become more in their careers. and countless opportunities to see what works and what doesn't. And that is how this book came to be. I will tell you 2 stories that have stood out for me since I wrote this book. So, when this book came out, I thought, why not do an experiment with a few people? I told my team, let's give this book to 10 of our folks and see what happens in a few months. No elaborate instructions, no hand-holding, just the book and their willingness to put in the work. Let's just say the results were nothing short of transformational. Daniela and Philip were 2 out of those 10. I remember Philip's skepticism when we sent him the book. They had both called me at different times during the year, asking me to be their mentor, and I know they must have felt sending them the book was my way of getting out of making a commitment, right? That was 3 months ago. Today, do you know what differentiates Daniel and Philip from everyone else I've worked with this year? I don't have to work with them one-on-one like I would usually do with everyone else, and they still achieved exactly the same result the others got. And that to me was the most powerful validation of this book. Daniela and Philip didn't have extra coaching or personalized guidance. They simply took the principles outlined in the book and then applied them to their unique situations, and they stayed consistent. And that's 2 out of several others who have been sending me feedback about how instructive they found the book to be. You see, I can't even begin to tell you what we're seeing happen for people because of this book. In it, you will learn why your personal definition of success matters, setting value-driven goals, the power of what I call unofficial skills, networking, leveraging AI, and technology for your career, and so much more. The best part is that there are exercises at the end of each chapter just to make sure you don't just read, but put what you learn to work. And that's simply because these principles are not theoretical, they are actionable. They are the reason people land higher paying jobs, start businesses, or finally break through the limits they thought they had. So this is the big idea I want you to walk away from this video. Your career isn't just a lottery, it's a series of deliberate, actionable steps that you can take to transform your professional life. Think about this for a second. The job you have today, the income you're earning, the recognition you're getting or not getting, none of it is permanent. You're just one decision, one strategy, one right information away from a completely different trajectory. Everything I've shared with you today only scratches the surface of what to expect. This book, Building a World-Class Career, is not about giving you motivation or lofty ideas. It's about giving you a toolkit, a set of proven strategies that have helped real people, just like you, take control of their careers. People like Daniela, Philip, and so many others who decided that they wouldn't leave their future to chance. But I will warn you now, reading the book alone won't change your life. What will give you results is taking action, implementing what you learn, showing up, even when it's inconvenient, even when you're tired, even when the results feel far away. That's how Daniela and Philip did it, and that's how you will do it too. So, here is what I want you to do next. If you're serious about breaking through and building a career you're proud of, grab your copy of the book today. Start with just one chapter, one exercise, and commit to putting it into practice. Then, come back and tell me about your wins, because I know they are coming. Now, here's the best part. I'm creating even more content on this channel to help you on your journey. So to make sure you don't miss all the good stuff we'll be dropping here, give this video a like and hit the subscribe button to get notifications. And I hope I'm leaving you today better than I met you. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.